Before you pack your bags for summer camp, listen to these true stories that still haunt those who survived them. Welcome to your nightmares. Now, turn off your light. Let's begin. Story 1. The Screaming Lake. In 1998, three teenage girls, Emma, Claire, and Denise, stayed at a lakeside summer camp in Maine. Camp Silver Pines was famous for its crystal-clear lake, but the counselors always warned, never swim after sunset. One humid night, daring each other to break the rules, the girls snuck out. They tiptoed to the dock, giggling as they dipped their toes in the moonlit water. The lake was dead silent until they heard it, a muffled, bubbling scream coming from beneath the dock. Denise swore she saw a pale hand brush her ankle. They scrambled back, but Emma slipped and fell in. Claire reached for her, but Emma thrashed violently, gasping. It felt like someone was pulling her under. Finally, they dragged her back on the dock. Emma was coughing up lake water, crying, repeating, "She's down there, she's down there." Years later, locals still whisper about a girl who drowned in that lake in 1972. They say she grabs for anyone foolish enough to swim alone after dark. Camp Silver Pines was shut down in 2005 after a young boy vanished from that same dock. His body was never found, but at night, locals swear they still hear that scream. Story 2. The Counselor Who Never Left. Back in the 80s, a counselor named Brian worked at Camp Whispering Pines in Oregon. He was loved by all the kids, until one summer night, he drowned in the river while trying to rescue a camper who'd fallen in. Every year since then, new campers have whispered about the same thing, hearing footsteps pacing outside their cabins, stopping at each door. In 2010, 15-year-old Megan stayed in cabin 12. On her second night, she woke up to heavy boots outside. She peeked through the curtain. A tall shadow stood at her door, then moved to the next cabin and the next. The next morning, Megan told her counselor. She laughed, saying, "Oh, that's just Brian making his rounds. He still checks on the kids to keep them safe." That summer, a flash flood hit the camp unexpectedly. Cabin 12, Megan S. cabin, was spared when a fallen tree blocked the water S path. The other cabins flooded. Some say Brian never left Camp Whispering Pines. He still checks doors at night, making sure no kid has to die the way he did. Story 3. The Cabin in the Woods. In the summer of 2012, 14-year-old Tyler was sent to Camp Pine Hollow, deep in the Appalachian woods. It was supposed to be a week of hiking, fishing, and campfire stories. But on the third night, he and his bunkmate, Sean, decided to sneak out past curfew and explore an old boarded-up cabin at the far edge of campgrounds. They pried open a broken window and crawled inside. The smell hit them first, damp, rotting wood and something sour. Their flashlight flickered over moldy bunk beds and peeling wallpaper. In the corner, they found an old metal bed frame with leather straps bolted to it. As Tyler leaned closer, Sean hissed, "Dude, someone's here." Tyler turned. In the far end of the cabin, under the window, a shadow shifted. A whisper, "Get out before he comes back." They bolted, slipping on wet leaves, not daring to look back. The next morning, a counselor scolded them for leaving the cabins at night. Tyler tried to explain, but the counselor's face went pale when they mentioned the old cabin. Later, Tyler overheard two staff whispering that cabin was used in the 1950s for problem campers. Some say the man who ran it still visits at night. Tyler never went back, but sometimes when he dreams, he still hears that whisper, "Get out before he comes back." So, do you still want to go camping this summer? If you have a story scarier than these, Share it in the comments or email me. You might just hear your nightmare in the next episode. Subscribe if you dare. Sleep tight.